Hello, people. Welcome to the masterclass. This is day 6 or day 7, and today I have had great difficulty coming online. However, I pray and I hope that this masterclass holds. So, I'm recording this video for tonight, and I pray and I hope that I'm able to upload. So, the topic for today is the visibility blueprint. The visibility blueprint. So what visibility actually looks like, what does it really look like? So hi, good evening. I just want to say that I always like to start with a story about something that relates to me, so that you understand that the journey I'm inviting you on is one that I have been on myself. So for years I used to think that visibility only belonged to a certain group of people, like only some kind of people were deserving of being visible, extroverts, people that were naturally confident, maybe loud people sometimes. Like I just saw people who were visible as people who seemed really comfortable walking into rooms and owning them. And at some point in my journey, I was confident into walking in a room and owning it, but I just felt like, yeah, I could talk, but I didn't need to be the first to talk, or I didn't need to be quick in presentation. And because of this, I didn't feel like, it was necessary for me to speak up. I felt like, just enter the room and still take from the knowledge and all of that. That's fine, but also not okay to be like a wallflower in the room. So in that moment, at that point in my life, I was focused on becoming more competent. So I studied more, I worked really hard, I kept building, I kept serving and learning on the job. I was just a knowledge junkie, and I still am to an extent, but I'm much better. So I kept collecting experiences, strengthening expertise, taking certification, just increasing my qualifications. Because I felt like the more, one day, someone will look at me and say, oh my God, she's so competent. Look at her multiple skills, look at her multiple qualifications, and the person will just give me the limelight button, and boom, I will be I will be where I need to be. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And this proves that, you see, competence and visibility are not the same thing. You can be super competent and yet not visible. And this realization changed my life. The realization that my competence was not known by anyone, so I needed to show up for me and be visible, is one of the things that changed my life, because it then made me realize that the most visible people are usually not the most talented, but they are the people that are willing to use their voice in spite of their knowledge of their lack. And for me, it was an awakening, but it also creates a problem, right? Because it then means that, why then are the people who are talented, it makes me think, the question that then comes to my mind is, why then are the talented people so silent? How many of you have ever said, I don't like promoting myself? You're like, I just don't like being out there. It's just too much. It's just too much fame, too much publicity, too much. If this is you, type yes. If you're listening to me and this resonates with you, type yes in the comment section. And you say things like, I don't want people to think that I'm showing off. Oh, I don't want them to think that I'm too loud, or I don't want to be too much in their face. How many of you have hesitated before posting something valuable online because you are too worried about what people will think? We keep allowing the fear of being judged to make us stay in our in our comfort zone, stay in a box, and stay away from the sunlight. Today I want you to know that visibility does not mean that you're allowed. That visibility does not mean that you are everywhere. Visibility is not about constantly talking and just talking for the sake of talking. Visibility has nothing to do with chasing attention. And it also has nothing to do with showing off or pretending or performing. And you can be visible and yet not be an influencer. I want you to note that. Not everyone who is visible online is chasing after being an influencer. Some people are just chasing value, adding value to the lives of people. Many people reject visibility because they misunderstand what visibility is. And you think that it is all of these things I have said, but let me now tell you what visibility really is. Visibility is making it easier for people who need your expertise to find you. It means that if someone needs either your expertise or the solutions that you provide or the services that you render or the business that you're in, or they need your message, they can find you easily. They can see you easily. They can access you easily. That when they type about that need, when they go online and type about, oh, I need a leadership coach or I need an executive coach, they can say, oh, Aisha Adams is the person for the job. That when they find, oh, I'm looking for an organization that prefers, program design solutions, they can say, oh, you know what, AAPL is the organization to reach out to. Now, there are 4 levels of visibility that I'm going to be talking about today. 4 levels of visibility. So you think visibility is one thing. I'm telling you visibility is actually these 4 things. Number 1, the level 1 of visibility is what they call personal visibility. And the question you answer with this is, can people see you? The question you'll be answering is, can people see you? So it's not about whether people see your achievements or they see your title, because sometimes you might be so qualified, but you do not know how to present the knowledge that you have. So personal visibility has to do with whether people see you, in respect to your values, whether they're able to connect with your story, whether they're able to connect with your perspective on issues or your humanity. Basically, it's about people being able to connect with you, not with your resume. So the question I then ask you is, do people know what matters to you? Can someone look at your work or your presentation online and say, I think this is what this person is big on. I think these are this person's values. Is that something that is easily interpreted from the way you show up on social media or in the world generally? Because visibility is not limited to social media. Visibility is really about how you show up in the world in a way that ensures that people know the value that you bring to the table. The second level of visibility is the expertise visibility. And the questions that this answers is, do people really understand clearly what you know and what you do? And I would not lie, a lot of us struggle in this space, this expertise visibility, especially people who are multi-talented. For multi-talented people who seem to be here and there and double into this and that, and I'm talking to myself, it can sometimes be really hard for people to be able to place you and say, this is when I should call this person. So the question is, what problem are you solving? What value are you creating? And a lot of talented people become invisible because nobody can really say, this is what this person is good at. This is this person's expertise. If you're looking for, the experts in human flourishing, in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world, look for Aisha Adams. She's top on the game. If you're looking for, someone, good in vulnerability and courage, look for Brené Brown. She's definitely your go-to person. If you're looking for someone in business coaching, or look for Trisha Bees, or look for Steve Harris. Something like that, basically. It is that your expertise is clear. What you are good at is clear to people that are listening to you, that are watching you. So if someone visits your page for 30 seconds, will they know who you help? Will they know how you help and why helping these sets of people matter? Is it clear on your in the work that you do? And this is one of the reasons why I actually stepped back to restructure my work in the last couple of months. Because yes, I'm into multiple things, but the question was, what is central to the things that I do? And basically it is ensuring that humans flourish, supporting people, organizations, and communities to flourish, irrespective of the adversity that they have encountered. So, flourishing after adversity is basically what my life work is about. And when I got that clarity, oh my God, so I realized like I'm a human flourishing strategist. And in simple terms, helping people, organizations, and community achieve life, will, balance, alignment. So, if this was you, can you explain the work you do in this kind of way that is clear to people? And can you explain to them what offerings what your offerings are that speaks to the problems that you're solving and to the people that you're helping? And my work is for leaders. My work is for organizations that are tired of struggling and are willing to do the work to transform. So you have to be willing to be like we have to have a symbiotic relationship where we are both understanding that we're a P you're the P to my pod and you're the pod to your P. You get that kind of thing. Now the third level of visibility is the contribution visibility. Now this is where thought leadership sits. Because then you understand that the visibility you're striving and working towards is not about you. It's not about saying, oh, look at me, this is how amazing I am. No. Visibility says, let me contribute, let me add value. So it's really about shared value, sharing insights, frameworks, experiences, sharing solutions to the most pressing needs and problems that people are encountering. Now, this is how you start to influence growth and change in the lives of people. And the fourth level of visibility is the impact visibility. Now, in this place, the question then is, can people see evidence of transformation? So you're like, oh, I'm a transformational coach, I'm a transformational speaker, I'm a transformational this, I'm a transformational that. Do people come to your program? Do they take up your services? Do they work with you and truly experience transformation? Do you have, case studies? Do you have testimonials or stories or results from people that have done the work with you and can say, that lady is so amazing. That lady, oh my God, if she tells you she's going to do this, she's going to do more. Is that something that we can tie to your name? Because people trust what they can see. So do we have evidence of how amazing you are and how amazing your work is? Now, there's something I call the visibility equation. Sorry, I'm a scientist, so I'm going to go the science route, right? And I want you to write this down. This is a formula. It is a formula called the visibility equation. What it is basically giving you like the formula on how to achieve being visible. And the formula is presence plus contribution plus consistency plus credibility equals visibility. So these four key ingredients work together to help you become visible. So if you want to be visible as a thought leader, then you need to cultivate presence. You need to contribute meaningfully. You need to be consistent in the contribution. So you have to be consistently speaking about that topic for people to say, this person is good at this. And then you need to be credible because your information has to, it has to be legit. You cannot just be talking off the back of your head and just saying your whims and desires. No, it has to be that the information we're getting is truly adding value and transforming lives. Then we can say you are visible. So this is the visibility equation. So I just want to challenge you. If you are struggling with visibility at the moment and you're looking to kickstart your visibility journey, I'll first start by telling you 3 reasons why people are still struggling with visibility. You can pick which one fits you, and then once you know why you're struggling, then you can work on it. The first reason I think is responsible for people still struggling with visibility is that we think that I need to cultivate confidence first before I then work on being visible. No. You work on being confidence is something you derive from taking action. So you grow confidence on the job. It's an on the job kind of thing. So confidence follows action, not the other way around. So if you want to wait to become confident before you show up, then you're never going to show up and you're never going to get confident. Number 2 is that second reason why people tend to struggle with visibility is that they overcomplicate visibility. I've just told you that the ingredient to being visible is 4: presence, contribution, consistency, and credibility. So the 3 C's and P. So P, C, Q, right? Presence, contribution, consistency, and credibility. And that is how you become visible. Once these 4 ingredients are present, you will see that your visibility game will change. So if we say this, it is this simple, then when people overcomplicate it, they are not able to get visible, and it prevents them from even taking the first step. Visibility starts with just one post, that one conversation, that one introduction, that one video, that one application. Take the first step. It's not hard. It's just do it. Start from where you are and continue showing up even on the hard days. The third is that the reason why people struggle with visibility is that we make visibility about ourselves. It's like, oh, people think about me. What are they going to say that I put up a video that I did not edit? Oh, well, if you shot the video well to the best of your ability, put out the content. When you grow, when your work grows to a point where you are able to have a dedicated editor to help you edit, then all well and good. But until then, keep showing up. Everyone said things like, oh, who needs what I'm saying? There are a myriad of people talking about the topic. Well, no one is talking about it the way you talk about it. And that is why you have your own unique selling proposition. You have your own unique positioning that ensures that when you are visible, the people that are your crowd will find you. The human flourishing perspective on visibility is that visibility is not merely a business strategy. It is a flourishing issue. So, because you need to understand that there is no way you're going to flourish if you hide your gifts. There is no way you're going to flourish if you hide your voice. There is no way a leader will flourish if the person is hidden, and there is no way your solutions will transform lives and help people flourish if it is hidden. And as such, you understand that the healthiest version of you is not the hidden version of you. You understand that the healthiest version of you is that version of you that contributes and adds value to the lives of people. So what are some steps you can take today to kickstart your visibility journey and give your excuses a black eye? Step number 1, get clear on your message. And don't say, she said I should get clear on my message, so because of this, I'm going to wait to get clear on my message. Your clarity is something that keeps coming to you. You think you're clear today, tomorrow you wake up, some other ideas come, they model it up, you sit down again, you brainstorm, you get clear again, and you keep moving on. So clarity is be clear on what that message for that particular video, that particular content, that particular post, that article is going to be about. That might not be your only message. You might need to refine with time, but be clear on the message you're going to put out in the moment. So what do you want to be known? Like when people read that article, when they listen to that video, what do you want them to take away, right? And that is what guides my preparation for anything. I'm like, I want them to always have takeaways. I want there to be practical application of whatever it is that I am teaching. So get clear on your message and ask yourself, what do you want people to know or take away from the message you're putting out? Step number 2, start sharing before you feel ready. Do not say, I am going to be ready first and then I will start to share. If that happens, you are never going to come out of hiding. Step number 3, ensure that you are consistent. Do it daily. Today I had to challenge myself. I couldn't do a live. I'm shooting this video, and so if you're watching this will be a pre-recorded video. Why? Because I'm challenging myself to show up consistently for the next 30 plus days. And you can challenge yourself as well. If you want to become more visible, you have to challenge yourself to contribute daily. It could be one lesson, one story, one reflection, one question, something. Just make a daily useful contribution. Step number 4, let people see the journey. I'm working on my visibility game in the presence of everyone. So if you can start looking at my page now and see how it grows, but by the time you see me working consistently, you not come and think like, oh, what happened? Look at her page. Oh, look at I used to hear about how nobody really knew, and then suddenly it's not a sudden thing. It's a thing that it's a priming. It's work in progress, or something that I did consistently, and you didn't realize it, but more people started to know about the work I do because I carried my market on my head, as I like to say. So let people see the journey. Don't share only the polished outcome. So yes, there was a time that I had a stable editor, but I at the moment do not have an editor. So yes, you saw me curate beautiful videos, well edited. Well, but now I don't. So does it mean that I stop being visible because I do not have the required perfect plan in place? No. I still show up in spite of the challenges, just so that you understand how the journey can be sometimes. And so through my showing up, I'm also sharing, growth with you. You're learning from my experiences, and you're also discovering your own path along the way. And the final step I'm going to be sharing with you is build visibility through service. In the master classes I am holding, I am adding value to people that probably will not be able to pay for my service because they cannot afford it. And so by doing that, I am also being of service. So for me, it's like I really, really would love to see a world where capable, talented, amazing people, leaders, entrepreneurs, people, hardworking people are more visible and living their best life because more people know about their goods and services, and they're able to tap into the opportunities that are out there. That is what I am about. And for me, if putting out this masterclass is going to help somebody somewhere improve on their showing up game and be more visible with the business and grow exponentially, then my job is done. So the question you should ask yourself is, who can I help today with the knowledge, with the resources, with the solutions, with the ideas that I have, and show up for that one person, and understand that visibility grows fastest when you are serving others. So as I round up this session today, I just want you to complete this sentence, and be honest about it, because it would help you do the inner work. And the sentence you're going to be completing is, if more people knew about my work, they would benefit because of dash dash dash. So if more people knew about my work, they will benefit because of this. You can write 3 reasons, you can write 5 reasons, but write down these reasons, because this sentence will help you reveal what your purpose for visibility really is. And this is why it is important. If you are still struggling, and after this, I want you to think about taking the visibility wound assessment. This is an assessment that helps you to figure out what wounds you have that are preventing you from staying visible and how you can work through them. And we currently have that, as one of our offerings. And more importantly, you can sign up for Own Your Voice course program starting July 23rd, inshallah, by God's grace. And it's going to be a virtual session, so you can sign up from anywhere in the world if this is something that aligns with your needs. And I just want you to know that, taking this decision is going to be adding value to you, not just in terms of work, but also in your life. Because a lot of the time, some of our relationships are suffering because of our inability to be present and fully present. I just want to leave you with a thought that the goal is not to become famous. When I talk about visibility, it's not about being famous. It's not about being loud. It's not about becoming someone else. You can still be yourself. I'm an introvert, and I've not stopped being an introvert because I show up in the world. I just know that I need to recharge from time to time. The goal is to become fully expressed. The goal is to ensure that you stop hiding and you start helping others with the gifts that you have been given. So I want to invite you to stop dimming your light. I want to invite you to stop shrinking, because the world deserves the full expression of you. Visibility is about stewardship of your gifts. It's about stewardship of your experience. It's about stewardship of your voice. And more importantly, it's about stewardship of your calling. And so stop saying things like, what will people think? Start saying, how much impact is my voice going to have because I dared? I am Dr. Aisha Adams, and I believe that the world is waiting for the version of you that is fully expressed because you took a chance on yourself. So take that chance on yourself today. Do the work, show up, and the world will be a better place because you did. Thank you so much. I hope to see you tomorrow for another masterclass. I pray that this, uploads. I'm going to try to upload it on all the platforms that I can. Take care. Have a lovely, lovely evening, day, afternoon, wherever it is that you are. And I hope to see you tomorrow in another masterclass talking about things that would help you live, flourish, and grow to the best version of yourself. Take care. Bye.